Hello again, hockey fans, and welcome to your 2023 version of Evanston Wildcat High School Hockey. Hope everybody had a great break. Happy holidays, happy new year to everybody listening at home. We're back in action with a league game tonight against Highland Park. It'll be interesting to see how the kids show up, whether the kids show up tonight. A lot of rust probably on both sides. Both teams not having played a game in a few weeks. Good news is everybody's healthy. Got a full roster. This will be a good warm-up before heading up to Minnesota tomorrow to play in the annual MLK tournament. So kits are out warming up, waiting for Highland Park to take the ice. We're going to get started in about 7 minutes. And we'll bring you all the action live. So we're about 2 minutes away from puck drop. As you can see, kits are in their home whites. We'll see Highland Park in their road black uniforms tonight. Highland Park, you know, while they're probably towards the bottom half of the standings, have picked up some impressive wins this season against Deerfield, New Trier Blue, and New Trier White. So this is a team that on any given night will put a loss on you. And like I said a minute ago, coming off the break where both teams haven't played in a while, it's anybody's guess what we're going to see tonight. As the kids head up to Minnesota tomorrow, they're looking at some tough competition. Aside from a couple local teams, I believe they'll be facing a couple Canadian teams and a real good team out of California. So this will be a good night to shake off the rust, get back in the swing of things, and get ready for what we hope is a big second half of the season. And don't forget, a week from Saturday is senior night, where we're going to be honoring 15 graduating seniors who have all been with the Evanston program for just about half their lives now. So put that one down in your calendars and come out and support the kids as they take on Oak Park River Forest. And the warm-up clock is winding down. We're going to pick up the pucks, and we're about to get started. I'm assuming after the long layoff, we'll see Robo Galoon back in goal. It's like number 70 in black is taking the net for Highland Park. Not sure if he's the one we faced earlier in the year, but kids were easily. And nice to see the Scrims back in the house.
Nice to see you.
How are your holidays?
Very good. Yourself?
Great. Nice to be back and watching hockey again.
And fans want to know, is it true that you last minute bailed on the bus ride to Minnesota?
I did last minute bail because of a meeting that was essentially non-negotiable at work. So I will not be broadcasting the games this weekend from Minnesota.
We will miss you dearly.
Are you going to be there instead?
I'm going to a tournament in Wisconsin.
Okay. All right. To start off the 2023 campaign, familiar sight, Jimmy Vale at center, Morozic and Belios on the wings. Ilya Maric and Nick Gate back on D, and we're off. Highland Park able to control the puck early, but gives it right back to Gate. Gate behind the net over to Val. Val, a little bit of room. Back to Maric. Maric pass missed everybody. Jimmy Val now skating it in. He's got Gate on the left. Big shot from Val over the net. And number 11 skating it on the right side. Oh, dangerous. Tough centering pass. Blocked. And scooped up by Galoon. Puck was just laying there in front of the net. Heads up play by the boys to knock that aside. Now, skating back on the ice for the kids. Dunlap, O'Hara. No, Flangle, Payton Taylor, and Ryko Maric. Payton Taylor now with the puck. Behind the net. Flangle gives it over to Maric. Maric skates it across center ice. Ryko gives it up. Dunlap's able to get it back. Dunlap over to Taylor. Taylor into the feet of Flangle, but it goes into the Highland Park zone. Flangle chasing it. Nice play by Flangel to get it back. Back over to O'Hara. O'Hara shoots, covered up. Good hustle by the Kits on that possession. Dunlap's going to take the face-off to the goalie's right. Wins it back to O'Hara. Big shot. Puck sitting there in front of the net. Nobody home to drive it into the net. Taylor now. He takes a hit. Ryko Maric is able to get it back. Now they give it up. Back and forth in the neutral zone. Kits clear. And going off for a change. Nice play by Flangel. Thought he had gone off. And we'll have our first whistle of the game. Not sure I like that call. Not sure what the call was. I thought it was going to be a penalty on Flangel. Face off at center ice, both teams even strength. Highland Park controls, dumps it in. Out of play. 12:51 to go in the first period, no score. Now Jack Clare, Will Wagner, Dante Goldberg up front. Kennedy and Gate back on D. Gate couldn't get much of a stick on that one. Back over to Kennedy. Kennedy able to get it out to center ice. Nobody there. Highland Park knocks it back in. Thought that was offsides, and it is. Now onto the ice is Bird, Dillman, and Scrim for the first time this year. Dillman chips it out to center ice. Highland Park knocks it right back in. Kennedy behind the net. Got to hurry. Gets it over to Gate. Gate misses Charlie Bird. Highland Park able to keep it in. Gate loses control. Kennedy now trying to chase it down. Scrim finally able to knock that loose. Back into the neutral zone. Highland Park able to keep it in there. They have trouble. Trouble. And a goal. Puck was just laying there in front of the net. Highland Park takes an early 1-0 lead. Able to knock in that loose puck. Just gave him too many chances. So with 11:40 to go in the first period, Highland Park jumps out to a quick 1-0 lead. Ilya Maric now. Tried to skate it out, circled back. Finds Morozic. Morozic to Bellios. Bellios able to split a couple defenders, but pulls back. Tried to hit Ryko Maric as he was coming down the middle, missed him. And Ryder Bellios just clobbered number 63, no call. Morozic now. Skates it across center ice into the Highland Park zone. Little toe drag move by Titan, is able to, but lost the puck. Maric able to chip it over to Morozic. His pass misses everybody. Highland Park's able to get it back. Nice play by Ilya Maric there, good hustle. Blocked that pass, kept it alive in the offensive zone. and Jimmy Val throws one into the net, redirected to the back of the goal by Ilya Maric, and 1-1. Pretty play. Set up by a heads-up shot by Jimmy Val, and a nice redirect by Maric. So with 10:21 left to go in the first period, we're tied at 1. Dunlap, Taylor, and Flangel back up front for the Kids. Goes deep in the Highland Park zone. Flangel in pursuit. Highland Park gets it back. That should be an icing. And it is. Puck kind of all the way back into the offensive zone. Face-off's going to be to the goalie's glove side or to his left. Let's see if Dunlap can win the draw. We can get a quick shot and take a 2-1 lead. Dunlap does win the draw. Ryko Maris throws it in, but it goes wide. Sean Kennedy now. Flying down the left side. Kennedy falls down, able to get it back. Highland Park's able to clear. Garrett O'Hara is there to scoop it up. Gets it over to Dunlap. Dunlap, nifty stick work. Still on his stick, but then gives it up again. Flangel throws it in. Highland Park taking it the other way, though. Uh-oh, and it's going to be a penalty on Evanston, as number 98 was tripped. And the first power play of the game is going to go to the Giants. And Sean Kennedy's going to head to the box for 2 minutes for tripping. So with 9:11 left to go in the first period, we're going to be shorthanded. And it looks like we got Charlie Bird, Will Wagner, Nick Gatte, and Ryko Maric off to kill off this penalty. Highland Park looking to set something up. Moving the puck around. Nick Gatte is able to get it and sends it. Evanston clears. About 30 seconds of power play time gone for the Giants. Charlie Bird dangerously close to taking that back the other way. Highland Park, number 19, gives it up to Will Wagner. Will Wagner looks like he's interfered with. No call. Still no call. Charlie Bird's able to get it back. Highland Park takes it away. Evanston just close. So close on a couple of those. Ryko Maric able to clear it again. Highland Park skates it in. 26 in black. Gets it back to 98. Covered up by Galoon. So 45 seconds left on the Evanston penalty. Evanston sending out some fresh legs. Dillman, Scrim, Ilya Maric, Garrett O'Hara. Unable to clear off the faceoff. Highland Park moving the puck nicely. Ilya Maric able to get it back. He needs to move quicker. Gives it right back up. Evanston still can't clear. Nice play by Galoon to block another shot. And Kingston Scrim finally able to clear, and that should be it for the Highland Park power play. Both teams back at even strength. Bellios now gets it over to Ilya Maric. who gives it right back up. Quick shot by 23 in black, easily into the glove of Robo Galoon. So we'll have another stoppage of play with 7 minutes left to go in the first period, tied at 1. Jimmy Val trying to chase that down, unable to get there. Dangerous, but Ryder Bellios coming the other way, trying to split a couple defenders. Ryder back to Titan Morozic. Titan over to Gate. Gate right into the chest of the Highland Park goalie. Rebound comes out to Gate again. Gate is going to circle around. Ooh. Through went in. Bellios tried to redirect it. No bueno. Ryko Maric able to keep it in. He takes a big hit. Puck back out to center ice. Ryko Maric over to Morozic. Morozic over to Val. Val looking to Bellios. Bellios gives it right back up. Bellios gets it back. Bellios fires a shot right into the glove of the Highland Park goalie. Easily covered up. Another change for Evanston with Jack Clare, Dante Goldberg, and Will Wagner coming back out. Ilya Maric and Garrett O'Hara back on D. Puck goes the length of the ice. Ilya Maric there to gather that. Gets it over to Will Wagner. Will Wagner gives it up. Maric. Looked like that puck came out. Evanston having trouble clearing this. Highland Park missed a shot at point blank range. Nice save by Galoon. Evanston finally able to clear. But some sloppy stick work by the Kits on that possession. Highland Park takes it back in. It's trouble. Shot blocked. Dante Goldberg now centers it off the stick of Will Wagner. Evanston going for a change. Flangle, Dunlap. Taylor back up front for Evanston now. Oh. Now Flangle. Is able to skate it in. Flangle taking on everybody here. Pulls it back out. Nice centering pass. Ryko Maric, shot blocked. Oh, Flangle couldn't get a stick on it. Had a chance for a second. Flangle over to Dunlap. Dunlap over to Taylor. Taylor, quick shot. Knocked aside by the Highland Park goalie. Will Dunlap again. He's going to fire one in. That shot blocked. Highland Park dumps it in, going for a change. Sean Kennedy now. Able to evade a couple defenders. He's still going. Peyton Taylor wasn't expecting that one. Ryko Maric gets it back. Taylor now. He's able to clear. That could be an icing if it goes far enough. And it doesn't. Charlie Bird now throws one towards the net. Highland Park able to clear again. Gate now in the neutral zone. Over to Ilya Maric. Over to Charlie Dillman, who just comes on the ice and puts a shoulder into one of the Highland Park forwards. Dillman over to Scrim. Scrim just gave it up. Bird. Oh, and Charlie Bird, or was that Dillman, found Kingston scrimmage in front of the net, who missed one at point blank range. Kingston would like to have that one back. But it looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Giants, giving Evanston their first power play. So with 2:41 left to go in the first period and the game tied at 1, Evanston's going to spend the next 2 minutes on the power play. Let's see if they can pull ahead here. Dunlap, Val, and Bellios up front. Gatte and Peyton Taylor's back on the blue line. Gatte gets it. Over to Val. Val circles back. Val on the left side. Looking for help. Bellios back to Val. Val finds Gatte at the point. Taylor. Taylor has it. Taylor's looking. Finds Val. Back to Bellios. A lot of fancy passing, not a lot of shooting here. Oh, no. And a sloppy turnover is going to result in a breakaway and a good play by Robo Galoon to stop them from getting a shorthanded goal. Now Peyton Taylor with his own breakaway opportunity, he's going to pull up. Got a little too cute with those passes. Will Dunlap now. He gives it up. I think this is where the rush shows after a couple weeks off. Gatte now skating it in. Gets it over to Dillman. Dillman centers over to Taylor. Taylor misses one point blank again. Just couldn't elevate the puck there. Bellios back to the point. Gatte has it. Over to Taylor. Taylor back to Gatte. Over to Bellios. Back to Gatte. Over to Taylor. 30 seconds of penalty time left. Oh. And they can't get a shot off, and Highland Park's able to clear. Under a minute to go in the first period. Ilya Maric grabs it at center ice. Dumps it in deep. Charlie Dillman able to clear. Bird able to keep it in. 20 seconds left in the period. See if Evans could set something up here with time dwindling here in the first period. Nope. Rajko Maric was able to knock it back into the offensive zone, but that's going to be it for the first period. So at the end of one period of play, the game is tied at 1. Overall, could have been better, could have been worse. And again, hockey fans, as a reminder, be sure to come out a week from Saturday to honor the boys for senior night. Actually, we'll be honoring the seniors from all the teams, including the Evanston varsity girls team. I believe the festivities start right before 8 o'clock next Saturday. So, like I said, be sure to come out and support the boys. So here we go in the second period. Jack Clare out to take the draw. Highland Park is able to knock that in. 23 in black. Tried to set something up. Sean Kennedy there to knock it away. Highland Park throws it right back in. Dante Goldberg at center ice. Lost it. Oh, this is trouble. 23. He missed a shot right in front of the goal. Evanston lucky. Now Will Wagner's coming back the other way. One man to beat. Will Wagner's able to get a shot off, knocked aside by the Highland Park goalie. Still not sure how Highland Park didn't score. Wagner gives it right back up to 23. Then he gets it back again. Highland Park knocked it right back in the offensive zone. Trying to set something up. Again, they throw it right in front of the net. Nobody home. Another good save by Galoon. And Will Wagner now with one man to beat. Slowed up by number 11. Oh, and Will Wagner is going to get whistled for retaliating. I think Will Wagner thought he was being held. Of course, they don't call that, but they catch Will pushing the guy down after the play. So Highland Park back on the power play. Out to kill off the power play, we got Luke Flangle, Jimmy Vale, and the Marriage Brothers. Flangle fighting for control of the puck. Now Ilya Marriage is able to get it. Shot by Highland Park. Covered up by Galoon. Evanston loses the draw. Marriage battling 71. Still unable to clear. Highland Park looking to set it up. Ryko Marriage got in front of that pass, but Highland Park still able to break it up. 71 circling back. Gets it back to 98. His shot knocked aside. Highland Park still able to control it. Centering pass. Flangle intercepts it. Oh, but Ilya Marriage was finally able to clear it. Flangle again. Oh, good idea. Oh! Great play by the kids. Did everything but score there. 74 in black coming the other way. Highland Park moving the puck nicely. Back to the point. Galoon able to cover it up initially. Puck is still loose. And somehow, some way, the puck stayed out of the net. Highland Park had about 5 chances to knock that one in. Still, the score remains tied at 1. And 12 seconds left in the Highland Park penalty. And they clear, and that's going to be it. We're going to be back at even strength. Really, it was a miracle that Highland Park wasn't able to score on that. Ilya Marich now is able to dump it into the zone as he goes off for a change. And Scrim, quick shot. Quick hands by Kingston Scrim and a nice shot, unfortunately covered up by the Highland Park goaltender who's on his game tonight. Scrim again. This time his shot's blocked. Number 6 in black whiffed on the clearing pass. Finally able to get it out. 16 puts it right into the chest of Garrett O'Hara, who gives it up. Goes back behind Galoon. Gate there. Charlie Bird fell down on that one. Dillman's able to block the shot, but Highland Park knocks it right back in. Now Scrim centers over to Bird. Bird coming down the right side. He's got Scrim in the middle. Gate. He's able to throw it in from just inside the blue line. Bird fighting for it. Scrim has it again. He's got Dillman in front if he could find him. Nope, coming the other way. Gate and Garrett O'Hara now at center ice. Scrim. Tried to find Will Dunlap. Now this is trouble. 2-on-1. 74 in black fell down though. Scrim now coming in. Scrim on the over to Charlie Bird. Bird centers. Dunlap just missed knocking that one in. Nice puck movement by the Kits there. Probably their best sequence of the second period so far. And the puck goes all the way the length of the ice. No icing. Kennedy still able to keep it on his stick. Kennedy's able to skate that one in. Tried to dump it back to Flangel on a no-look pass. Unfortunately, nobody home. Kennedy now. Oh, and a big shot by Sean Kennedy. And the Kits take a 2-1 lead with 9:22 left to go in the second period. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When you give Sean Kennedy an open look close to the goal, look out because he's got a cannon of a shot. And the Kits take a 2-1 lead with 9:22 left to go in the second period. Now Flangel, Taylor, and Dunlap back on the ice. With Marich and Sean Kennedy back on the blue line. Ryko Marich. Kennedy now. Able to get it over to Ryko. Ryko over to Peyton Taylor. A little sloppy with the puck there. Taylor looking to clear. Gives it right back up again. Now Dunlap fighting for it. Ryko Marich gets it. Flangel. Tried to hit Peyton Taylor, but the puck's at center ice where Ryko Marich is going to drive that deep in the Highland Park zone. Number 98, Charlie Cohen for Highland Park, able to clear that. Kennedy, able to throw it back in again. Kennedy gets the puck, and Kennedy's going to get another shot off. And it's a score, Evanston goal! Off a Sean Kennedy shot, Jimmy Vale knocks in the rebound for the Kits' second goal in the last 60 seconds. And the Kits open up a 3-1 lead now with 8:31 left to go in the second period. Sean Kennedy made that happen again by another quick shot that is tough to see. When he gets his body behind it, look out because it's usually coming at you at about 75, 80 miles an hour. Tough for the goalie to handle. Gave up a rebound, and Jimmy Vale was Johnny on the spot to knock that one in. Highland Park goalie covers that one up and will have a face-off in the offensive zone. Vale stays out there along with his usual line mates, Morozic and Ryder Bellios. Gate and Ilya Marich back on the blue line. Vale wins the draw over to Bellios. Highland Park desperately trying to set something up right here. Ilya Maric now has it behind Galoon. He's going to try to skate that one out. Jimmy Val now has it at center ice. He flips it back in. That one's on goal. Ryder Bellios beats the Highland Park defender there to control the puck. Almost scored. Back out to Maric at the point. Maric, big shot. That goes wide. Gate almost there to get that shot off the rebound, but a little too late. Gate gets it back, though. Val over to Bellios. Bellios, his shot deflected high and out of play. So with 7:17 left to go in the second period, Kits up 3-1. Puck at center ice. Will Wagner throws it back to Garrett O'Hara, is trying to regroup. Finds Wagner. Wagner gives it up. Jack Clare gets it back. O'Hara now. Tried to find Dante Goldberg. That's intercepted at center ice. Highland Park trying to regroup. Almost gave it right back to Dante Goldberg. Now Ryko Maric is going to go the length of the ice to scoop that one back up. Goldberg now tries to center over to Clare. He lost it. Highland Park able to keep it in. Jack Clare now behind the net. Looking to set something up. A little too hard. Over the stick of Wagner. Goldberg now. Got to clear this. And he does. Tried to hit Wagner at center ice, coming the other way. And the puck is out of play. Much needed change for Evanston. Coming back onto the ice is the sophomore line of Bird, Scrim, and Dillman, along with Nick Gate and Sean Kennedy. Dillman set to take the draw. Evanston controls. Kingston Scrim now. Good hustle by Scrim. Gets it back. He's got Dillman in the middle. Should have gave it up. Good idea. Just held it a little too long. Kennedy now. On the right side. Centers it. Nobody home. Gate. Over to Bird. Bird over to Scrim. Tried to hit Dillman in the middle. Highland Park got there first. Nice play by Gate. But back and forth in the neutral zone we go. Dillman's able to break up a pass. Kennedy now behind Galoon. Tough pass. Gave it up right in front of the net. Lucky. Kennedy throws it the length of the ice. This should be an icing. And it is. So at 5:03 left to go in the second period, Kits still up 3-1. Big shot by number 16 in black, deflected high and out of play. Try that one again. Flangel, Dunlap, and Taylor back up front for Evanston now. Flangel now looking to set something up. Oh, just missed Peyton Taylor. But Taylor's able to get it back, and he's got Will Dunlap in front if he could find him. Taylor still skating around. Flangel now has it. Flangel gives it to Will Dunlap in front of the net. He tried to knock it in. Couldn't do it. Bad angle. Dunlap fighting for control against two Highland Park defenders. Flangel's able to chip it out. Flangle now. Back out to Marich at the point. Ryko back over to Flangle. Off his stick. Dunlap now behind the net. Dunlap throws it back out to the point. Ilya Marich knocks it right back in. And Highland Park's able to clear. Good pressure by Evanston. Unfortunately, no goal. Peyton Taylor now. Skating in, uncontested, and scores! Highland Park fell asleep on a terrible change. Peyton Taylor skated in all alone and made it look easy for a 4-1 lead with 3:58 left to go in the second period. Boy, that line has been money all night. Now, Val, Morozic, and Bellios up front again for Evanston. Gate now. His shot knocked aside. Bellios able to control that rebound. Bellios skating behind the net over to Titan. Titan centering pass blocked and out of the zone. O'Hara at center ice is going to regroup. Over to Val. Val throws it across to Titan. Titan skating in on the left side. Looking to set something up. He finds Val in the middle. And Bellios on a beautiful feed from Jimmy Val knocks in the backhand. And it's a 5-1 Evanston lead. A flurry of second period goals has blown this one wide open. Same group states out of there. Highland Park is able to control the draw. Garrett O'Hara over to Bellios. Bellios able to gain control of it. Gets it over to Morozic. Morozic over to Gate. Gate looking to shoot. Looked like it was blocked. Bellios gets it back. Over to Val. Over to Bellios. Some fancy passing. I think they got a little too fancy on that. Bellios is able to get it back. Now gives it back up. Two and a half to go in the second period. Gate flying down the middle of the ice. Nobody's stopping him. Highland Park now taking it the other way. Nice tee by Ilya Marich. Cut off the shooting angle. Val now gets it. Val has some room. Pulls up. Cross ice past Ilya Marich. She's going to skate it in. Drops it over to Bellios. Bellios over to Kennedy. Oh, Big Sean wanted to unload on that one. Unfortunately, whiffed on it. Bellios able to get it back. Jack Clare. Over to Morozic. Titan. He missed very close in. Just couldn't elevate it. He was too close to the goalie. And with a minute and a half to go in the second period, we'll have an icing call coming back the other way for a face-off in our offensive zone. All right, Jack Clare now leans in to take the draw, was able to win it. Dante Goldberg controls. Dante Goldberg knocked down, no call. Looked like a cross check, but I guess I'm not the referee. 74 in black, gives it right over to Goldberg again. Goldberg centers to Will Wagner, and Will Wagner goes forehand, backhand, goal. So with under a minute to go, it is now a 6-1 Evanston lead, and this one has been blown wide open. All right, puck now deep in the Evanston defensive zone. And Dante Goldberg's able to get it back. Dante Goldberg, cross center ice, skates it in. Over to Wagner and Jack Clare. He scores. 7-1, excuse me, Evanston now, with 22 seconds left to go in the period. And if it's a fight, they would have stopped it. Not a lot of happy faces among the Highland Park parents here. I don't blame them. And with 20 seconds left to go in the second period, Kits are going to look to run this one out and take a 6-goal lead back to the dressing room. Will Wagner throws it behind the net, and that is going to be it. Oh, and a big collision. And Jack Clare is now getting into it, and we see a lot of pushing and shoving. Boys are going to go to the locker room and cool off. I think there was a little frustration on Highland Park's part there. I mean, they just took a beating the second half of that second period, and it doesn't even look like the teams are going to go to the locker room for the second period intermission. I think we'll be happy to run the clock out on this one and go home. So I think we wisely did without, we're going without the second period intermission, and we're just going to run the clock on this one and try to get home safely and healthy before we make the trip up to Minnesota tomorrow. And to start the second period, Jack Clare's going to have a seat for a couple of minutes along with the Highland Park captain. Looks like Evanston has two guys off. Looks like Ryko Maric is going to join him in the box, putting Highland Park on the power play to start the third period. Again, Evanston's up 7-1, so we're going to have a clock that's running. And we're off. Flangle, Dunlap, Gate, and Kennedy out to kill this one off. Highland Park now skating behind the net. Gets it out to the point. 11. Over to 98. 98 shot goes wide. Another shot wide for Highland Park. Still able to maintain control. Number 11 back out at the point. 98. Over to 11. That puck was out of the zone. No call. Highland Park still moving the puck well. Shot it high and over the net. Out of play. Looks like Gabe Vale, our cameraman, needed a break. We have our relief cameraman, Jason Wagner, here to help us out. Time still ticking off the clock, which doesn't help Highland Park on this power play too much. Peyton Taylor, nice stick work, is able to clear. 30 seconds left in the Highland Park power play. And they're going to try to set this up. 26 skating it in. Gets it back over to 98, over to 24. Again, Highland Park moving the puck well, but staring at the wrong end of a 7-1 deficit. O'Hara now gets it over to Taylor. Taylor's able to skate it at center ice. Both teams at full strength now. Taylor, slick little shot, just knocked aside by the Highland Park goalie. Morozic now able to throw one on net, covered up by Highland Park. So with 12:40 to go, still 7-1. Bellios gives it up. Morozic puts a body on the kid, but Highland Park able to get back. 56, his shot blocked by Ilya Maric. Nice defensive play by Maric. Now Jimmy Val looking to wrestle the puck away from the Highland Park forward. Highland Park gets it back. Ilya Maric gets it, and another whistle now. And it looks like Garrett O'Hara is going to have a seat. It looks like it was a holding call. So with 12:02 left to go in the third period, Highland Park back on the power play. Number 19 in black whiffed on a shot. Morozic there to get in his way. Number 11 now. Puck back and forth. Val now is able to clear. Val's chasing it in a foot race with 98 in black. Cone for Highland Park now skating it across center ice over to 11. 11 flying down the left side over to Cone. Cone shot wide. And we're able to clear. Good forecheck by Jack Clare there, putting pressure on him. I think Jack Clare is still a little steamed after that exchange at the end of the second period. Kennedy needs to be careful on that. He's sloppy with the puck, gave it up in front of the net. But Clare able to chip it down the ice. Will Wagner now gets it back. Will Wagner now skating in on 3 Highland Park defenders. Throws it back to center ice. Ilya Maric now. He's going to throw this one into the zone. Back to Wagner. Nice stick work by Will. Good hustle. Tried to get over to Dillman. That pass intercepted. And we'll have a stoppage of play. Face off in the offensive zone to the goalie's right. Dillman, Scrim, Ilya Maric, and Ryko Maric out now to kill the rest of this power play off. And we're back at full strength. Nice play by Scrim to keep that alive. Ilya over to his brother Ryko. Behind the net to Bird. He looked like he was tripped. No call. Dillman and Bird fighting for it behind the net. Dillman comes out with it. Ryko throws it right back in behind the net to Bird. Bird tried to center. Somebody got in the way of Charlie Dillman to break that up. Good hustle by Bird to keep it alive. Back over to Dillman now. Behind the net over to Bird. Gate has it. Oh, no, that wasn't Gate. That was Ilya Maric. Uncorked a shot from the point. High and over the net. Evanston still able to control it. Ilya Maric. He gives it up. And Highland Park dumps one into the stands. Somebody's lucky they didn't get their head taken off on that. 8:30 to go in the game. Still 7-1. Now the line of Flangel, Taylor, Dunlap back up front for Evanston. This, like I said, this line's been money all night. Garrett O'Hara and Sean Kennedy back on D. Kennedy now has it. Tried to hit Flangel, a little too hot. Highland Park knocks it right back in. Peyton Taylor back to Kennedy. Kennedy escapes it in. He throws it in deep. Good play by Flangel to get control of the puck. And he loses it. Garrett O'Hara to Taylor. Taylor to Dunlap. Dunlap. Nice play by Will. He's flying down the right side. He has Flangel in the middle. Oh, how did Flangel miss it? Terrific pass by Will Dunlap. A better save by the Highland Park goalie. Dunlap, his shot knocked aside. Coming the length of the ice. And an icing call with 6:55 left to go in the game. Of another face-off in our offensive zone. Change for Evanston. Clock still running. Evanston gains control of the faceoff. Gate unable to keep it in. That puck goes onto the Highland Park bench. We'll have a stoppage of play just outside our offensive zone. Oh no. Highland Park knocked it out. So we'll have a faceoff in the offensive zone. Val lining up to take the draw. And able to get it back to Bellios. Bellios over to Gate. Back to Bellios. Some nifty stick work there by those two, but we give it right back up. Highland Park dumps it in. Ilya Maric, dangerous. Highland Park able to control it, but we skate it right back out. Val now over to Morozic. Morozic coming in on the right side, centered to no one. But at this point, who cares? We're just looking to go home. Morozic again. Highland Park throws it in deep. Ryder Bellios now has it. Ryder has a little bit of room. Anytime he has room, he's going to go. And he takes it the length of the ice himself. Did everything but get a shot off there. Val back at center ice. He's now able to skate that back in. Dumps it in, and they're going to go for a change. Tight Morozic playing with the puck. And Sean Kennedy able to keep it in. Titan took a shot there. Got to be careful he doesn't retaliate. Kennedy now has it over to Ilya Maric. Ilya loses it temporarily, able to get it over to Jack Clare off his skate. Highland Park's now in business. They're skating it in. 63 shot, way wide. Morozic gets it over to Dante Goldberg. Dante Goldberg now skates it in on the left side. He hesitates, gets it back to Will Wagner. Wagner couldn't control. Now Kennedy fighting for control with big number 16 in black. Will Wagner gets it back, and he's able to skate it in. Will Wagner is being sat on by number 16. No call. Kennedy now at center ice. He just throws it in deep. It's Highland Park goalie throws it over to number 16. They're able to clear the zone. Goldberg in pursuit. And a shot on goal, easily covered up by Galoon. 3 minutes to go in this one. The result a foregone conclusion, but just looking to play the last 3 minutes smart and healthy and get out of here. Quick shot covered up by Galoon. They've taken 14 shots. Galoon stopped every one of them. 15 now. Now Kingston Scrim, one man to beat. Scrim, shot blocked. Looked like the Highland Park goalie saved it, but didn't know he saved it. Looked like he was caught up in his jersey, and we're going to have a stoppage of play. Actually, the clock's still running, so no real stoppage of play. But we're going to have another face-off to the Highland Park goalies right. With 2 minutes to go in the game, Dillman leaning in to take the draw. Bird gets it. O'Hara unable to keep it in. Back to Kennedy at center ice. Kennedy lost it. Good recovery by Sean Kennedy there to block a potential breakaway. Now Scrim has it. Scrim at center ice. Scrim skates it in. Loses it. Bird fires a shot. Just missed. Ryko Maric to Dillman. To Scrim. Scrim looking for Dillman off the mark. Bird behind the net. Bird tried to center. Ryko Maric able to chip it over to Gate. Gate takes a shot. No call. Oh, and somebody went flying on Highland Park. Charlie Dillman put that guy on his rear end. Number 71 looking for a whistle. And now we got some pushing and shoving. Kingston Scrim, Nick Gate, Charlie Bird all getting into it now. Nick Gate wisely trying to break that up. And under a minute to go. The Highland Park parents looking to get their coats on and get the hell out of here. And I think the refs are going to be content just to let this one run out. So, we were a little concerned going into this game about being rusty, and looked like about midway through the second period, we were able to shake the rust off, put a big number on the board, and we're walking away with a 7-1 win in another league game. Boys travel up to Minnesota tomorrow. Safe travels. Happy start to 2023, and we will see you soon. Drive home safe.